Spiritual warfare. In the first book of Samuel, chapter 17, we encounter the passage of David, who offers himself in service to King Saul to fight the Philistine. You probably know the story. Is that the Philistine was a giant, strong, vicious, well experienced, with a huge sword, and a sword bearer. David had no experiences, was young, and only had a slingshot with 5 stones. As David approaches the giant Goliath looks at him and says, "Do you think that I'm a dog that you come at me with a staff?" And he says, "I will kill you, and I'll throw your body to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field." David, courageous, trusting in God, says, "I go in the name of the God of heaven and earth. The victory will be ours because God is on my side. I will cut off your head. Your body will be thrown to the birds of the field and the beasts." So David rushes to the battlefield. He takes out a stone, and he launches the stone, and he hurls the stone, and it ends up by embedding itself in the forehead of the giant Goliath. Goliath crashes to the ground, laying prostrate on the ground. David rushes to him, takes the sword, unsheathes the sword, and with the sword that Goliath had intended to chop David's head off, David chops the head of the giant Goliath off. How can we interpret this for us? We are surrounded by many Goliaths today. Materialism, consumerism, hedonism, agnosticism, militant atheism, moral relativism, rationalism. We're surrounded by so many Goliaths today. But our victory is the Lord's. Our slingshot is the Holy Rosary. If we can pray the Holy Rosary to the Blessed Virgin Mary and really trust in her power of intercession, then we will win the battle. So the battle will not so much be ours, but the battle will be that of the Blessed Virgin Mary. So let us pull out our slingshot, our rosary, pray it fervently, and if done, we will win the battle.